All right, good day, Alton. This is some information I'm going to share with you on how you can use the blog to look for information, or how I will be sharing information with you this school year and hopefully for years to come. So, hopefully, when you get it, you'll probably notice up at the very top this is our web address name, aeswire.blogspot.com. And I'm actually going to show you how you could save it up onto your toolbar up here in a minute. But that's kind of our web address. And I'll either send this to you via email with a link straight to the blog, or you can get another way, and I'll share that here in a moment. But this is a good way. What I like about it, first, number one, is every time I put in a blog entry and I share it with you, it's kind of saved onto this blog. It's not going to go away. So in the past, where I share some information from you and you're like, well, what email did you send that in? Not going to have to worry about it that much, because the most recent blog entry I did was almost ready, and I think most of you saw that and read that already. But if you wanted to know, well, what was before that, you can just scroll down, and before that blog entry, I sent out the welcome back letter to everybody. And it kind of has it by date. That's when I published it on the blog. And of course, I can even scroll down even further, some information that I might have shared with you if I didn't send it out on a Friday, if I send it out before, or just some important information that I thought. But each blog entry has its own title, and of course the information follows it. You'll notice also down at the bottom, I may be asking you to add comments. So if you wanted to add a comment, you can just click right on it and get after it. But of course that would probably be a later time. I'll show you how to do that, but it's very simple. So let me scroll up here, back up to the top. And let's go, I'll zoom in a little bit closer and see some other details with this blog that I hope will help you out. Okay, so again, there's just some zooming in a little bit closer, but again, you can see our web address up here at the top, title of our blog, and then I have different pages, and we'll come to that in a moment, but you can see when you put your cursor over it, it'll kind of change into a color, and you'll be able to click that, and it'll take you to a different page with information on there. But I'll share that, how that looks like, here in a minute. All right, all the way over to the right, you'll find some helpful, useful information, at least I hope. One of the first things you'll see is the upcoming events. This is a calendar that I have connected to my Google Calendar, and I'll put information in that I think is important for everybody to know. And you can actually kind of scroll through it and see some upcoming ones. Like the first thing you'll notice is the Friday, August 15th. That's when the Happy Practice Dance will be taking place. Or let's say on Monday, August 18th is the next date that I have in our upcoming events. You can actually click on it, and it will show you. And if I put in more details, you can kind of look over that. You can also just kind of scroll down, and I put a lot of stuff in here for the year, so you can scroll down as far as you want to until there's no more information, basically. Use that, or you can use the arrows where I can kind of go back and forth. If you did that and you were using the arrows or scrolling down and looking through some upcoming events, but I forgot, what about today? Just click on today, and it'll take you right back to where the day's date. Which, when I did this, of course, it's not Friday, the August 15th, as you can see, but it'll take you closest date to our current date for today. You can also, I haven't tried this out, but I believe you can print it out for those of you that want to print it and see it on paper. I don't think it looks too neat, but that's just me. But if you want to try it out, go ahead. Okay, so right under that, you have a section where you can subscribe via an email. So you can put your Brenham ISD email address on that and just click on the link there. And in your email, you'll get a link to verify that this is what you want to do. You can do it or you don't have to. It would be very helpful, I think, if you did. But what will happen is every time I send out a blog, you'll get an update. Now, I usually set it to where it will update you or send out an email every Thursday or Friday. So you'll receive an email. You can actually just read that blog entry, what I sent out to you. Or you can actually click on a link and it'll actually take you to the exact blog. But it's a really good thing. You don't have to worry about coming back or looking through emails, I will still share it through an email, but you don't have to look for that. You can just not worry about it and have your email, get an email every time I update it. Also, of course, I'm a big Twitter. And so below that is just some, I just put in just some different things that I tweet out that you might find interesting if you happen to be on Twitter. And in between, you'll see search in this blog. If you say we talked about something, maybe we talked about dismissal in one of my blog entries and you forgot where I had it, you can just type in the word dismissal and search, and every time the word dismissal comes up, it will take you to that blog entry or where that word was at. So it's a good way to search some information if you want to know some past things that have already gone by and like, ooh, I need to remember, what do we do there? Hey, quick and easy right here. Of course, then, if you rather not search for it, you can go down at the bottom, and I have a blog archive, and you can just look at past blog dates that when I sent it out, and just find the information that way also. So another, you can either search for it, or you can use one of these. Just click on a date, and I know you can't see it, but if I was to click on July, it would come up to July. See, it kind of changed there. You can't see it because I don't have it on full screen yet, but it took me to the blog entry on July. Okay, so back to the full screen. Of course, as you can see, when I clicked on the July, it took me to that blog entry that I had for July, and this is what I wrote on that month. Let's go to the links up here at the very top. Of course, first one is home, and that will basically take you to home, and it will show every single blog almost that I have written for the past couple of months. And if you want to scroll down and look through each one, you can. Another thing I'm going to do, you know how we did the parent contact log on the Google form? Well, now I have it set up. If you click on that link, it is in the blog. So you don't have to worry about any emails. You can just go ahead and put the information in that's required. Click submit. So let's do an example. I'm just going to put example in for each one. Example. This is the student example, and well, of course I spelled it wrong. And parent and guardian example, kind of like what we did last year. And let's say I sent an email to them, and maybe the time was, I'm just putting something in. It's not that important. Maybe April 1st. Or excuse me, January 1st on 2014, and I could put in the comments like we did last year. And I was unable to reach them at this number. I know it's kind of hard to see, and if you want to, you can send a copy to yourself, and you'll get an email. Let's say I want to do that, and just click submit. And you'll notice that everything kind of scroll back up to the top. You can go back and edit your response or submit another response, and you're basically done. If you don't want to do that, you just want to do one, you can go back and click on home, and it will take you back to home. Or if you want to look somewhere else, you can click on one of the other links. So just a nice way, no more worrying about me emailing you the parent contact log or you trying to find it. It's right there in the blog. Schedules, my hope is, of course, is to have maybe some links to different schedules that some of us need to follow. Of course, the master schedule. And of course, that may have changed, but if you click on that link, it takes you right to the master schedule. Then, of course, you'll go to the blog. It may take a minute or so. Just click. It'll take you right back to the blog. Some other two links. These are just some fun ones I did. The impact of a teacher. You ever get down or you need to pick me up what's going on, I'm going to put some YouTube or some articles in here. I got a couple YouTube videos already. Take a look at it. It's just for me sending it to you just to kind of keep you motivated and things like that. Good reminders of the impact that we have as a teacher. Of course, I'm kind of working on this one. It's still a work in progress, but if you need some online activities for students, here are some that I have already found. You can basically click on one of the links. It's in blue. It'll take you to that link and different activities students can do or you can try to use in your classroom. Click back. Takes you right back to the blog. All right, so I said there was another way that you could actually save the blog onto your, I call it the toolbar. but different links that you can save, and you can automatically click to it. If you don't want to wait for my email, or you don't want to wait for an email from me so that you can put in your parent contact information, what you do is, as soon as you have it up on your computer, you're on the internet, just kind of highlight the aeswireblogspot.com, and you want to left click and hold, and you want to drag it down to your toolbar so you can kind of see how it changed there, and then you see that kind of plus sign, and I'm going to add it to my toolbar. So basically every time that I am on the internet, I can click there. Of course, you can't see the changes, but it will take me straight to Alton Elementary blog page. And again, an easy way. I recommend doing that, again, because the main thing, of course, from one of the main pages right here for the parent contact, so you know, okay, I got to put that information in. I just had a conference with a parent. Just click here, boom, take you to the blog page, and then you can hit right on the parent contact log and go ahead and get typing away. So again, this is just hopefully this is just a few examples I got. I'm probably going to add some more links here later on. I hope this will be an easier way for you to find information or get some things done that you might need. So again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And again, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being part of this awesome team that we have here at Alton Elementary.